It's no doubt that there are some very strange creatures in the wastelands of post-war America, be they created from the abundance of radiation or the exposure to viruses and strange experiments. There is one creature whose strangeness, however, is legendary. Wannamingos are mutant creatures that appear in Fallout 2 only. Morphologically, Wanamingos are bipedal lifeforms that bear almost no resemblance to any other form of terrestrial life. They possess a large central body with a sizable mouth of razor-sharp teeth, and a pair of long, tentacle-like appendages that appear to be used for both grasping objects and to batter opponents in combat. The creature's large head lacks visible sensory organs, but it does not seem to require eyesight in order to discern the location of prey. The creatures are devastating in close combat, chewing at foes and lashing at them with their tentacles. Through a process not entirely understood, these attacks also induce radiation poisoning. They hatch from eggs laid by a Wannamingo queen, a large, gray-colored Wannamingo which others fearlessly protect. They aren't intelligent in terms of typical fauna, but the species is described to have a collective mentality. Long-lived but unable to reproduce without a queen, they are slowly dying out by 2241. The only known queen lives in the Wannamingo mine in Redding. All, quote, aliens living in that mine are killed by the Chosen One in 2242. Other Wannamingos can be found scattered throughout the wasteland between Redding and San Francisco, most notably in the San Francisco tanker ship. Wannamingos are strange mutant animals that live mostly underground. Despite the rumors of their extraterrestrial origin, they were actually created with FEV as weapons for waging war on other countries, and escaped into the wastes. In that aspect, they are similar to Deathclaws. In Fallout 2, they are called Wannamingos only in Redding, and, quote, aliens elsewhere. But eventually the name Wannamingo came to be used for the entire species as a whole across the wastes. They appear in Fallout 76 in plushie form as part of the One Wasteland for All update. Mutant Wannamingos do not appear in the files of Fallout 3, but can be found in the book The Art of Fallout 3, an art book available with the collector's edition of the game. This book also includes a new version of Wannamingo mutated by radiation. The Wannamingo's appearance is very similar to the H.R. Giger xenomorphs in the Alien series, specifically their heads. They are also referred to as aliens outside Redding. In the Fallout Bible, Chris Abalone stated his personal opinion that they should not be included in any future Fallout games, and speculated on their origin. Sorry about the error on the Wannamingos and sterility. I had forgotten about the mother and the eggs in Redding. In any event, to clarify, the eggs you see in Fallout 2 are the last generation of Wannamingos to exist in the wasteland. The young Wannamingos seen in Fallout 2 will perish in 5 years, and their parents a few years before that. An internal genetic clock will simply stop ticking, and they will fall over dead. The Wannamingos are a vicious mutant breed that had their moment in the sun, and now that sun has set. To put the tombstone on their extinction, the largest known nest of Wannamingos were wiped out when the Great Wannamingo Mine was reclaimed by Redding with the help of a traveling tribal. The mother was killed, and the last remaining eggs were hunted down, stepped on, and then the remains were examined by local scientists and doctors, who came to the extinction conclusion mentioned above. Again, Wannamingos are not aliens. They are a curious mutant or genetically designed fighting machine that has only been able to find a home in the cold, dark places of the wastes. It is possible that Wannamingos were old Enclave experiments, or even experiments from before the Great War. And if this is true, then it's likely their genetic/biological deadman switch was purposely engineered to keep them from breeding past a certain generation. As a final note, this is strictly a personal decision on my part. If you want them to live for fan fiction, pen and paper role-playing campaign purposes, or for your own peace of mind, feel free to have some of them survive the stopping of their genetic clock. In the Black Isle universe, however, the little buggers are already dead and their irradiated shells are scattered along the floor of abandoned mines throughout Northern California, where they make nice crunching noises when you step on them.